from Galaxy S8 Plus.
Till I made clothing with my New York stitch. My chick banging, don't you see my New York? Yeah, I'm on my New York. You know we deserve the props we get. Riding up in the range, I'm in my New York whip. International chicks on my New York. Yeah, I'm on my New York. See how I kill it with my New York spit. Thanks to the boroughs, now I'm New York rich. The way I fell in love with my New York hits. If you're from New York, stand up right now. If you're from New York,
You know what it is, Luck. This the theme music. Oh, this.
Yo,
You know, Sinead, you gave me this.
we gonna have to tell Luck we going to
We gotta let it
8:30.
ride. Hold on.
We
Hold on.
yo,
Go ahead,
yo, we gotta tell Luck, you gonna have to come on 8:30, Luck. Luck, you gonna, huh?
He's on. Tell him.
Oh, Luck, we gonna go at 8:30, man. Sorry about this, man. I apologize, but this is too good, baby. This is juicy. We gotta stay with this.
All right. Well, go ahead. Finish on. You got the
No,
floor.
so, huh?
You got the
I
floor.
know. So, yeah, what were we talking about
You
again?
were talking about acknowledging other programs.
Oh yeah,
Stuff.
you definitely have to acknowledge other programs. Like, I'm a firm believer. There's a lot of people before me. Like if I inherit a kid, like I said, Daniel Patterson and Sid Lowry. Yeah, Sid Lowry played with me.
Oh, from Connecticut.
Yeah, Sid Lowry played with me.
Oh, okay.
She played with Scotty Nails, then she came to me, and then she went to Gauchos, and then she came back to me. So that's
Yeah,
a kid.
I know Sid from Gaucho.
You're saying that you wouldn't take a kid back. We never left. If we leave on bad terms,
Hold
I
on.
would never.
Wait. Stop. Let's clear up what I mean when we're not taking kids back. What I mean is, if you develop the kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
She gets
Mm-hmm.
to 10th grade, and it's more like, well, coach, no, forget about. They don't even tell you they're leaving. You just wake up one day and you go to a tournament that the kid claimed they can't make, right? And you see them
Uh-huh.
dressed in another uniform.
Oh yeah. That's
There is
crazy.
no coming back.
There's no coming back from that at all.
We're not talking
At
about the
all.
parents that sit you down and say, listen, I want to, I want to experiment. I want to see what this program is. We're not talking about the people that was, you've seen the kids that can't make a tournament be dressed
But
somewhere else.
correct. I can't say that I had that problem.
I've seen it.
I can't say I've had that problem, so I can't.
Okay, let's not even go that much. You
but
developed a kid, right?
yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
the coach, whoever the coach is, has been talking to this kid on Instagram behind your back.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. We know who they are.
And they just want to leave. Coach, I'm leaving. Whatever the case is, because you may have been developing them and not starting them, right? They said, listen, I'm going to start you. They start him. You didn't start the kid because they look bad. They start the kid looks bad, and they're not getting whatever they thought they were going to get. Tell Mo turn his mic.
Turn your mic a little.
All right, so
Oh,
yeah, I got it. How's that? All right, well,
better. Yeah, better.
so they claim they're not getting what they want from you. They walk away. They go, that program didn't give me what I needed. Whatever they say, and then they go to this program. It doesn't happen, and they want to come back. We got to stop letting certain.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Right.
Oh, I totally agree with that. It depends on the circumstance. Like I said, for me, usually if a kid leaves me, I don't try to leave on bad terms.
Right.
I mean, because I'll be honest with you, I've helped kids that left me to other programs and got them scholarships.
Me too.
Like in the last 3-4 years. I mean, again,
you always want what's best for the kid. You always want what's best for the kid, unless the
yes.
kid on you.
Well, yeah, true, but I have 3 daughters, man. So I'm a father first, a parent, first. Yeah, like I said, I love doing A's. There's no doubt about it. But I'm a parent. I'm a parent first.
Okay. Like I said, Sinead, it's usually not the kid, but sometimes it is the kid. You just never had and I know we try to be bigger and we try to let these kids go because, like what I say, they're not out. They can come and go anytime they want, right? But I just think that if we could all just, kind of figure out where a kid came from before we just let them walk into a program.
Correct. No, you gotta do like for me, if a kid comes in the program, like let me see,
Oh,
this
Mike.
is 2 years ago. Going on 2 years ago, I asked the kid, I said, aren't you like the kid came to the tryout, and I'm like, aren't you with so and so? And they said, yeah. I said, hold you're here because you want to be here or somebody forced you? I said, because if I want you here, but I gotta know this is what you want. Like I asked the kid, and then I have a conversation with the parent. Is this what you really want? And if the kid tells me yes, I'm going. You know, and they don't have to be such a. They don't. People say, oh, you're gonna do it for the studs. I'm gonna do it for everybody, man.
Yeah,
Like
Mike said. But
that's
see,
just me.
the thing what Mike is saying right now, he's saying that, that we all chatting, but that's the problem here. That's what I'm trying to say. We all need to get on the same platform where there's certain situations where kids just ain't gonna hop from program to program, no matter
Correct.
what they believe they are. You know what I
If
mean?
if they have a bad reputation of hopping programs, I might more likely I won't take that kid. I'll be honest with you.
You sure?
If I know a kid if I know a
Sure?
kid if I know a kid hops like that from me to me, there's got to be a reason why.
I'm just asking you. You sure? I don't have.
Yeah, I'm sure. Why?
I'm
Why?
not
You know
throwing
somebody in my program?
no. I'm not throwing no names out. I'm just asking you if you.
Uh,
Nah, I'm not.
no.
I'm not.
If a kid, if they come to me, if I always do my research. So if a kid comes to me or a parent comes to me and they were in 3 programs, and usually if they come to me, they come to work out. I'm seeing how they fit in. You know, if they fit in our program or just in general. Basically, like they're gonna get the vibe. Like I'm not. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna take a kid. I'll tell you. I'll tell you like this. 4 years ago, I had a chance to take a kid from another program. And I asked him all these questions, and it just didn't seem right. I didn't end up taking that kid. Just didn't seem right for me because they would upset the chemistry of the team, and I felt like when the parents wasn't on board with what we are doing, so I
But
didn't take the kid.
I think what Dunn said, the biggest door shut is when that kid plays against you. That's when the door has to be shut, right?
It's definitely shut.
That and
Oh, it's definitely shut.
then Coach Love, I agree. We like to keep the door open, Coach. That's not what we're saying. Some kids are going to make mistakes and they're going to come back to you. We understand that, but we're talking about those kids that wasn't happy. They just left you and didn't respect you and on how they left. And Shanae sent kids. I think everybody who's been a director or they've sent kids somewhere. They have to. We can't keep everybody. So
Oh yeah, no. Listen, I'll be the first to tell everybody. I didn't keep everybody that's been in my program. I'm more like, this is what I have to offer. This is what I can give you. If you like it, good. If you don't, I mean, some people, they're in a situation where they played in us and they just felt like they had to move on, or they felt like they want to be a big fish in a bigger pond. But sometimes, like the fish that you with are sharks compared to the fish you are here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I think with us, I try to give you as much rope until you
right.
hang yourself.
Yeah.
So that's my philosophy. If I may know that you're like that, but I give you rope. But I never try to leave on bad terms.
Right. I got you.
It's never me. I'll be the first to say it'll never be me that
Right.
leaves on bad terms.
I got you.
If
And
you
I
leave
agree
if
with
you
Joe.
leave if you leave on bad terms with me, then there's a problem.
Right.
I'll be honest.
And I agree with Joe sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it's the coach. I mean, how many coaches have hopped programs year after year, taking kids because they can't have top teams or whatever? They do it. I agree.
Well, here's
Hey,
my
hold on. Shanae's still confused about Citron. Like, according to Bryan, she did not play one game in a Philly Bells uniform. That's according to Bryan. And Bryan
well.
said you had her
When
playing.
when
Bryan,
did she play?
Bryan, you said you had her playing 2 years, right?
Yeah, for at least 2 years, maybe a little bit. Like in the fall, before the AU started, we played a couple of tournaments in House of Sports or whatever, and that was, and then we went into the season for 2 years. She made USA team. Wait, hold on. She made USA, Gatorade Player of the Year. You name it, she did it. She was a Adidas All American. I mean, like, I don't know what more do I need to give? You answer that question. What more do I need to give a kid for a kid to stay like that?
Now let me ask you, because could it have been, and I don't know, do you have those USA connections? Could you have gotten her on that USA team?
I went down there specifically to talk to certain people that I know that are voters who are good friends of mine, who I expressed them, I need your help to try to get this kid to make me down. Just give her a fair shot. I said, I'm not asking for favors or for votes. Just give her a fair one, because some people may not know her like that. I mean, like I'll give you, for instance, like the guy that runs in Dallas, Super 64. He knows me, but he might have never seen her play. Like Brandon Clay, we didn't go to any Brandon Clay's events, and he might not have seen her play, but because of my relationship and the fact that she was there and she is a top player, I think that says a lot. I think that helps. There was Jason, that's on the board. There's about, I have 6 or 7 people.
At the end of the day, was it only a Philly Bells deal because he could get her on that USA team?
I don't know. See, that part I don't know. Maybe somebody else has more insight to that.
Okay.
If there was a deal or what, I don't know.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't.
It's a big thing. Everybody thought it was odd that they photoshopped her in a, and I don't know. That's why I was asking you. I had never seen this girl, and you saying she never played one game in that uniform. So
never played one game in that uniform.
Okay.
I know they recently did some thing in a park in Wildwood this weekend that passed or something.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing is, like I said, I have a great relationship with the Citrons and Sonia and the family.
We're not taking
they've never, like I said, they've always discussed anything that they were gonna do, or if they were gonna, we always have communication. So I would never say anything bad about their decision or what they did. My problem I have is Mike Flynn not giving the Hoopers enough credit and trying to take all the credit, like he did all of it. He said a new coach comes in, the offers are off the table. So that means Natavia Marshall, Olivia Miles, and her off the table, all top 25 players in the country? I think not. You and me could coach that team. We're taking her. We're taking her. Bottom line, coach or no coach. So to me, that's just stupid.
So, and I wasn't aware. I think you were more aware. What was like the fallout after you and Nick Jackson's conversation? Like that was a whole big thing.
Oh, he's coming back on the show. Trust me.
He is.
Nick Jackson worked for Mike Flynn, and he's the one that started Blue Star. But people needed to know that, because whatever happened, I got an email saying, blackballing Nick Jackson, which I found that really odd. Like, don't go to any events. He's no longer a part of Blue Star, X, Y, and Z. Did you get the email or no?
No, I didn't get that, because I don't get emails.
I know, but I got the email, all of that. So I didn't really go into it. And then Nick Jackson really didn't comment on it, or he was like, the last year you didn't hear too much about Nick. I mean, saying stuff, but he called. We talked, and he wanted to come on the show and give his take on what happened, and let the girls basketball world know what was going on. So I gave him the platform. Why not?
Favor, because you did clear up. Tell everybody, because explain to her about the whole thank you thing, because you explained.
The thank. Yeah.
So just clear it up so that they don't think,
Yeah, no. The day that she posted, before she posted, she called me up about 11 o'clock thanking me, all that I've done for her and everything like that. And she was very appreciative. And I told her, I said, I was very happy to have you in our program, X, Y, and Z. And I said, I'm going to post it. She said, well, Coach, can you wait until I post mine, and then I'll post it. So Sonia is a class act, a real smart girl, fun to be around with, nice. She's very respectful. So she again thanked me. I don't think everybody knows that, but I'm saying it publicly that she did thank me, and I appreciate that. She did thank the Hoopers for what we provided, the platform that we provided, and all the offers that she got. I mean, she got everything, but I think UConn.
I think people feel like because she was in your program, she and not again, it's a kid, but she could have said, you know, at Hoopers, at Philly Bells, like you said, it could have been a collaborative thank you. It is what it is.
It could have,
Yeah.
it could have been, but I understand the politics and the pressures. When
Right.
somebody's threatening you with,
Right.
and I'm not saying it's happening, but if somebody comes to you and if you say this, you won't make McDonald's,
Right.
or you won't X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Those are the pressures and the threats that powerful people can make on you.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and again, I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm not saying it happened or went down like that. But in the basketball world, we all know this is what's done.
But you're not saying it didn't happen.
Like I said, I don't know.
I just
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you know what goes on behind closed doors in this basketball world, and it's dirty snow.
I hear you.
Basketball. It's basketball at its worst.
So let's take the rest of our time, right, to debate this, starting practice, going outside, playing who knows where, because you're saying as a director, you know, you have to look at it a certain way. So let's talk about that, because we started talking about it. I was like, hold that, and we'll talk about it on the live.
Yeah, a lot of people are going out illegally or whatever and having practices, you know, getting the kids outside. Me as a director, I find that scary because of the whole virus, and you know, New York hasn't been cleared by Governor Cuomo yet. I feel that, you know, you could be putting kids in danger, could be putting yourself for a liable lawsuit if you're a director out there and you're doing, or a coach out there and you're doing anything that you shouldn't be doing. I know people are thinking that there is gonna be a summer. Me as a director, I'm very hopeful that there will be a live period, but I'm very realistic that if
that's where I need to pause at, because I said even if there is a live period, why would we want to go out there?
Correct.
Live period. Like, do you really think you're gonna have your kids full contact basketball playing? But you, as a director, you said, hey, I got to look at it, and I got to take my parents' consideration into fact, right? That's what you said.
Correct. I have to ask the parents. We have to sit there once we get back to some where we can be in in a park.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Okay, go ahead.
Travel. Why would you?
Why would I travel?
Yes.
You're saying me or just in general?
I'm talking to you, but you know how we talk. So
correct. Why the reason why would a program travel? I think because the 2021s are in a situation where if you don't have any offers and you needed to be looked at.
Who's looking at them? Who's looking at them? You know it's already blacked out to, and I know I'm raising my voice, but you know it's not at you. It's already blacked out. They're probably going to black it out, right? In July. I was looking at somebody talking about how it's not about the money, but they want to get into the parks and practice. And I'm like, what are you practicing for? Where are you going? You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no rims on the baskets. I mean, I get it. Everybody wants some air, but where are you going? Like, you're not going to run around with kids in face masks on because they're going to hyperventilate because the carbon monoxide going back up into their brain. So what are we doing? And if you go to Tennessee and all these other places that are open, right? What did I say? Mm-hmm. You'll go there. You'll be fine. We don't know how
when
they
come
back.
Correct. Well, again, me as a program director, I got to take everything into consideration. The safety, the health. Again, I'm going to present all that to my parents and explain to them. Like me, I probably would want to stay closer, but because if they're going to just live stream the game and there's no coaches, I don't need to go far away. I don't need to go I mean, I'm not saying I don't need to go all over the country if there's going to be no coaches. If they're just live streaming it on Baller TV or whatever have you, I can do that closer. But if I do go to an event, if I do something like that and go to an event, like I said, I want to make sure it's safe. I want to make sure that, every.
What do you feel is
I
safe?
said if
I know, no. I
I
said,
do.
what do you feel is safe? What would be safe enough for you to say, I can go?
What would be safe enough for me? Like I said, I have to talk it over with my parents, my program. Everybody may not want to go. Everybody may not feel the same way. But I have to give them options, and I have to, like right now, I call coaches every day about the 2021s, and well, I mean, all my 20s are done, so I'm good.
So
But
I want to address something that Mark said, which Luck asked before we
Mhm.
were talking. Mark, if they desperately need these looks right now, what were they doing before now? How could you desperately need a look right now if you've been playing all these years? I don't get it. And
the
again, Bryan,
they're on they're
I,
on
I, I just think like
Mo, they're on people's radars right now, but they may not be the number ones or number twos on their list, on these coaches' list. So again, with all the transfer portal and kids transferring, that really hurts the 2021s. I mean, a lot.
right.
It
And
hurts
nothing
them.
you're going to do right now for those
They
2021s is going to help them. Nothing.
I think so. I can't speak for everybody, but I'm sending full
No,
game
oh,
film
I'm
at least.
sorry. I didn't mean that. I meant like trying to go out and play in, I don't know. I use Tennessee. Tennessee opens up. They want to have these big courts because this is about money. That's all it's
Of
about.
course is no, of course is. I totally get it. It's all about that. I mean, these are big event operators are losing money. That the
Right.
convention centers they're losing big money because they've signed contracts
Right.
to be there
And
and
they'll do
and reserve it.
and to open up the USJNs. They'll do whatever. They'll have you playing in NASA helmets if they could. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's up to us. Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
With your spacesuits, they'll have you with
Right?
spacesuits
Like
on.
you be in a spacesuit talking about come on, man. Like if we can't have full contact basketball, there's no point. If the coaches are now saying, listen, NCAA, and I think it was the women's
The
basketball, yeah,
the WCBA.
they're all pushing for it to just kind of be dead. It's dead.
Well, okay. As far as like I said, for me, I think if there is no AAU, we're gonna go right into our training. We're gonna start a training academy,
Okay.
which I'm working on a location now, where we're gonna just do training, and I want to live stream some of the training, and if we are able to go to any contact, I'm gonna do stream stuff and send to the colleges because I think that's the safest way. Number one. Number two is you're spending less money, and number three, that'll help prepare you for your high school season. So that's what I'm planning on doing.
And Chaz, that's what we're saying. We don't care about the money. If you ain't paid, I'm sure you haven't paid anybody nothing now. I'm not paying
Of
nothing.
course not. Mo, you know me better than that.
Uh, you don't have to refund me because guess what? I didn't pay anything. I knew in March that this was a little crazy and I was gonna wait. Now we're in April, we're in May, going into June. I'm not paying nothing because at the end of the day, how much time do you have to get ready? How many precautions could there possibly be to make somebody feel me? I'm not sending my kid. It ain't gonna happen. We are good. We can fly out there. We can get to Arizona, and the whole team is good. Now you got to remember, you don't know who's coming in from Arizona, Georgia, Florida, California. All these people are coming into Arizona. So now you're on your way home, and guess what? You done brought something with you that you had already beat had you not gone there. You know?
Correct. Correct.
So,
No, I definitely listen. When we talked about it, this was definitely a good topic to talk about, and I'm not avoiding it or alluding to it. it definitely needs to be addressed. I know for me and my program, I'm going to address it with the parents and
Right.
family and give them my suggestions and my input into it. I'm like, I don't know about other programs. I'm not worried about my kids getting colleges because all I do is make a couple of phone calls, send some video, and then the reputation of my program alone gets kids into college.
So
You know
then,
what I'm
so then,
saying?
so then, if you're if you're close to being recruited, right,
Correct.
and your coach
Correct.
or your program has half a monocle of any type of relationships, they should be able to
Correct.
recruit it without having to go out there.
That is true. That is true. And I
Like
can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for everybody,
right.
but I can speak for me. And I know I never have an issue. I'm not going to have an issue if my kids don't go out. I'm
But
not
that's
going to have an issue.
like if you're in a program that had most of it had good relationship with college coaches, most of them would be able to pick up a phone and maybe get them somewhere.
Correct. 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 I mean, some of the kids, some of the 21s on a verge of getting something is just a matter of when the college is going to pull the trigger. The colleges are going to pull the trigger. You know, somebody told me the longer they wait, the better it is for us because of all the transfer portals and kids because they might not get those kids. So now they're going to come to me and like desperate. You know, and that I see that's what's happening. Not that they're desperate, but they don't want to lose out on any kid. So
we got D3s, we got D2s, luck, and
JUCO,
got the HBCUs.
HBCU,
I
yep,
we don't have to go Kentuckies and Dukes. We don't have to do that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we need our kids to graduate with a degree.
correct. Well, I'm a firm believer. That's why these kids should be playing basketball. Not be. I mean, it's good if you make the WNBA, and that's great. And if you go overseas, that's great. But at the end of the day, getting your college degree and you know and going to the workforce and you know being successful, that's what this should be about. It shouldn't be about well, you know, I plan on going to the WNBA. I mean, how many kids are really going to the
You
WNBA?
know, that's not our job. Our job is to get them in college. After that, they can do what they want. That's how I see it. If we get you your scholarship, you've done your job. Now, if you want to
Correct.
compete for WNBA or overseas, that's something you do while you're in college. That's out of my hands.
Correct.
You know,
Right.
I'm hoping you do it, but
Correct.
you know, so at the end of the day, man, I just don't think it's worth taking those kids out. I don't care what they say. I don't care how many USJN tournaments start. I just don't think it's worth. You could tell me you playing out in Seattle, Washington. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Unfortunately, because at the end of the day,
No.
how many? I think who was it? Was I talking to Coach Love or Coach Luck? How many kids have asthma and never tell you they have asthma, right? And you want
Uh-huh.
to, and all of a sudden you see them wheezing.
No.
You have asthma because they bring a pump.
First of all, you got to sign. You got to bring them on our paperwork that we send out. I gotta have all your copy of your birth certificate, a copy of your insurance card. So you got to have all that in I know everybody. I still do. We do everything on the computer, but I like physical stuff. I like seeing this stuff because when you got to go to the hospital, I can bring the folder out and give it to you.
How many people come to practice without their pumps?
I don't know. I can't really say because
Take
if
my word, a lot of kids.
I know of one kid that kept going to come to practice without pumping. I told her, don't even come.
High school at
Get back outside. Get back outside.
Right? They went and took the physical, right? No problem.
Mhm.
Came to practice. You know, when you start running hard, all of a sudden she's doubled over, having a problem breathing. I'm like, man, we gonna open it. I was like, you got asthma? She was like, yeah. Where's your pump? Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot it. So how many of us go on the road that would be affected by the coronavirus?
Correct.
No, you can't take that chance.
No, listen, Mo. You're one of the few that's touching on these subjects and it's very very good that we discuss this because other people out there might be thinking or leaning to I gotta do what everybody else does. You know, I'm you know me. I'm unconventional. If you're going left, I'm going right. If you're going up, I'm going down. You know, again, I gotta see it. I gotta make it. Gotta make sense to me. You know, to do things. So again, I have to speak with my parents, and see if
Brian,
that's the best.
can't go nowhere. We go all we
Huh?
run against you. You can't go nowhere, B. we,
I
yeah,
like.
I
You know
know.
what? I like being the villain, man, because or the voice. I say the voice of reason, because a lot of people, you know, they see me and they'll say, "Well, Bryan doesn't conform to this." Again, I like to think things out before I do anything. And if it makes sense to me, I'll do it. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm not doing it.
Coach Love. Yeah, you know, most programs have the copies of the physical. A lot of us don't hold the pumps. We don't, you know, because the kids are in high school and we feel like, yo, your pump should be in your bag until you figure out it's not in the bag. And then what? Like,
No,
I'm not,
before you get on the road, you better have that pump. Like if I know you have
yeah,
asthma and you
but as a director or coach, you got so many things going on. You forget to ask the kid, yo, where's your pump?
We listen. I've driven people that know me in my program. I drive van. I'll drive the van from Kentucky, Atlanta. I'm not going to Alaska with it, but I'll drive where if I can drive to it. First thing them kids, I'm like, you got everything, and I'll ask the parents, do they have everything? You know, whatever that situation is.
How many parents, like Shanae said, well, my kid had asthma, but it's not bad now, so they don't get the pump, right? They don't have the pump,
Nobody just asthma just doesn't disappear like
right? Which is
doesn't
right,
disappear like.
exactly. So they don't have their pump. I mean, it happens. I'm not saying this is the kid's fault, the parents' fault. I'm just saying this is the way. If you've been in basketball long enough, you know there's a million kids that don't have their pump.
Correct.
This is just not the time to put those kids. And I'm not directing this at
I'm
you.
not, yeah, not
Right.
putting that people. You can't
Right.
put people at risk.
Right.
I'm not trying to get
At
sued.
all.
Trust.
Or
I'm not trying to get sued.
they got a fever. Now, you know, we used to say, oh, maybe they got the flu or something. Now you don't even know.
Yeah. Even
So
with
what
the
do you do?
temperature check, even with
Right.
the temperature checks, you
So
know, you could be good 1 minute, then you know maybe an hour later you got it, you have flu or whatever. You know,
right. Or
you
we're
got
gonna
that fever.
going into these convention centers and they're gonna have that little thermometer to show at your head. Now let's just say, see, this is where the problem becomes. Let's say you got a fever because you do have the flu. That's what we used to. It's got the flu. They can sit on the bench, whatever. Let's just say. But now, but now everything is blown out of perspective, right? You got a
Exactly.
fever of 100.1. Oh my God, you got corona. No, we just can't take the chance no more.
Can't take that chance. Nope. Nope.
So I'm just saying, to me, nobody in New York should be traveling nowhere where you got to pay somebody. Nah,
Well,
it's not
well,
worth
like I said, for me, if that I'm already, you know, preparing myself to have academies where we're just doing training, man. We're just going to train. I'm trying to get Monday through Thursday. I don't like doing Fridays, but Monday through Thursday, if they want to go Friday, good, and then Saturday and Sunday training.
So
You know,
my last question is: should teams be having full court practices in the park right now?
if you're in New York and Governor Cuomo said you shouldn't be there, you know, you shouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it
I
because
don't
again,
either, because it
you're
ain't no
putting yourself
rims in
in
the
jeopardy.
park. So if it ain't no rims in the park, then you shouldn't be there. But let's just say you're there. You know, whatever. You whatever. You know what I mean? Should they be holding practices in the park right now? Because parents want.
I'm not doing it. If they're doing it, you know, that's on them and their parents, you know. But me personally, in my program, I'm not doing it. I mean, I reach out to my kids I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be putting nobody in jeopardy because, again, I'm a family person. I have kids. I have a granddaughter now. So I know the value of life itself. So I'm not trying to, you know, not trying to put anybody in jeopardy
Right.
at all.
I think this time is our reset time. Right now is
Correct.
that time where we could
I,
do a lot of things right that we've been doing wrong.
Wrong. Correct. I mean, the air is much clearer. I mean, the water. I went to where I live at Hudson Park. You know, I vowed I'd never go in that water. And I looked in the water the other day. I'm like, I might go swimming in that this summer. It's kind of clean. You know, it's not too far from City Island, but
So these kids are getting the rest to heal from injuries. Some of these kids are getting schoolwork done that they may not have been getting.
Yes. Yep.
Some of these
Yep.
kids are spending time with family that they may not have been doing. And there's a lot of things that's happening now. It's kind of like a reset. You know what I mean? It's
Correct.
a lot of coaches that don't know where the next kid's going to come from because guess what? They haven't been able to steal kids. You understand what I'm saying? It's a whole reset out here.
Correct. Well, for me, I've been on the road for 13 years. Well, 11 out of 13 years. I should say 13 because even locally it's a road. So I've been on the road, traveling, man. I didn't want to. I wouldn't put it on me like as a needed rest. But like I said, maybe I needed to recharge and regroup. And I'm proud of. I'm proud of having this show. I'm proud of being on your show. I'm proud of having my girls basketball report show. It's time to really reflect and then and like you said, recharge.
I think unfortunately in this time of crisis, it's just opening a lot of opportunities, and you hate to look.
Yes.
It's a lot of
Yes.
opportunities to redevelop things, to correct things. We were talking about, you wasn't sure about branding those face masks. These are the times. These are the times that
Yes. You're right.
You take advantage of situations that may not hurt anybody. You know what I mean? Some of us just have to pause right now. Some of us need to pause and figure out life.
Oh,
Some kids
right.
need to pause and relax. You know what I mean? And we shouldn't be trying to put anybody in a position where they got to think about, and I'm not saying you again, whether we should be on roads or, damn, my kid needs that look. Like, yo, if they didn't get that look, it may not happen.
Well, I'll tell you like this. Like I said, anybody into my program, and I help kids that even not in my program. If somebody called me and said, Bryan, I need help. Can you help my kid or whatever? And can call from schools, I will do that. I just gotta know what level. I've never seen you play. I gotta know what level you are. Obviously I gotta evaluate that. But I'm in it for all. I'm in it for all the kids, all the girls that want to, a scholarship or want to go to college. And that's what I'm in it for. I'm not getting no rewards. I'm not getting no money out of this. That's just me. That's just how I feel. Like I like doing things.
Well, I think between now and August, we about to find out who's in it for the kids and who's in it for money. We really getting ready to find out. And, I know some parents aren't as educated or they think they're more educated about AAU and what should be done than they really are. But you as a director and all the rest of New York that listen, we know what it is. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Park permits are dead till August 31st. There's no diamond. There's no New York Cup. There's none of that. So
well, Westchester's a little bit different. You got a lot of you got people with driveways, but they got full courts in their backyard. It's a little different, a little tricky.
Yeah, but that's okay. You can go out backyard. Yeah. But everything's good, man. I appreciate it. I know you got to get ready to do your thing.
Yeah, I know, Coach Luck, man. I apologize going over. I knew we was gonna go over. I said maybe we can get everything in, but you've been real good, Mo. I appreciate. This is the first show I've been on. Hopefully, other people will have me on their shows.
Yeah, now that they know you're not the egomaniac, they'll have you on.
I'm not egomaniac, man. Like I said, I just.
Now that you can put glasses on.
I can't see the small words. I can see far away everything, but when you like, I guess I got a little bit of age on most directors and everybody in this, except Walter Welsh. I think me and Walter about the same age. Maybe he may be a little older than me, but I gotta wear these glasses so I can see up close, man. I can't see fine print.
But you need to see when you're looking at your schedule where it said "Don't go." All right.
Nah, but I appreciate you, Mo, man. Anybody that's tuning in, I'm gonna be on Girls Basketball Report right after this. So go to my page at Bryan Witness with a Y 8287. You can always contact me. Like I said, Mo, I greatly appreciate it, man. I need to be on the show again so we can do some more talking and more topics.
No doubt. Thank you, and everybody else have a good night.
Take care, Mo.
All right.